Quarterback Jaden Rashada has been the talk of the recruiting world because of the scenario that has played out between him and Florida. Rashada, the number 27 recruit in the 2023 class, signed with Florida in December but asked for a release from his national letter of intent Tuesday. Florida granted the request Friday. It has been a wild few weeks with reports of multi-million-dollar NIL deals and promises that have ultimately fallen through. Rashada's situation is a product of the new college football landscape with the transfer portal and name, image and likeness opportunities for players. What's next for Rashada and Florida? And even more importantly, what does this high-profile case say about the state of NIL and where it's going? Our reporters break it down. How did we get here? Rashada started picking up bigger offers in 2020, when he was a sophomore at IMG Academy. He received offers from Cal, Penn State, Arizona State and Auburn, among a few others. He started his high school career at Brentwood, California, Liberty High School for his freshman season, then transferred to IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida, and finished his high school career at Pittsburgh High School in California. He racked up more offers his junior season and became one of the more sought-after quarterbacks in the 2023 class. He took visits to schools around the country but committed to Miami in June 2022, choosing the Hurricanes over Florida, LSU, Ole Miss and Texas A&M at the time. Florida had finished a close second the first time around, and Gators coaches continued recruiting Rashada, eventually getting him to flip in November, only a few months after he chose Miami. A person familiar with the situation told the Associated Press that Florida's Gator Collective had offered Rashada a $13 million NIL deal to sign with the Gators. Rashada signed with Florida during the early signing period in December and looked as though he was set to enroll in Gainesville. However, he requested a release from his national letter of intent Tuesday after it was reported the NIL deal had fallen through, and he was granted the release Friday. Rashada is prepared to sign with and play for another team in 2023 after signing with the Gators mere weeks ago. What does this deal say about NIL, collectives, the NCAA and what comes next? Collectives are officially unaffiliated with the schools they support. Florida, by rule, has no control over which athletes the Gator Collective signs to endorsement deals or how much money the group offers in those deals. In theory, collectives are booster groups that collect funds to pay athletes who are already attending the school they support. In practice, many of the more aggressive collectives have become outsourced payroll outfits that are used to unofficially entice players to attend their school. Rashada's situation at Florida is the first public, high-profile case of a collective reportedly failing to keep its promise to a player. It serves as an example of why the current business model for major college sports is less than ideal for all involved. If schools want to regain some control over the process, however, they either will need help from Congress or will need to get more directly involved in the now established marketplace for acquiring the services of college athletes. Schools have drawn a hard line in saying athletes will not be considered employees of their institutions. But several legal battles that could force the NCAA to change its rules have already begun. If any of the several attempts to shatter the NCAA's current amateurism rules is successful, and the odds of that happening are steadily increasing, the top tier of college sports would be headed down a path where within the next few years the relationship between athletes and their schools will be more professional in nature.